It is your responsibility to speak positivity over your own life. I'm currently reading Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison, and I'm only 11 pages in, so please do not take this as analysis, but this is just my thoughts so far. One of the things I really love about Toni Morrison is that there's so many layers to her writing. She truly is an inspiration to me when it comes to creating. In the forest, she discusses how she's grieving her father, but not only is she grieving the death of her father, she's grieving the way that he viewed, sees, and described her in this life. And as selfish as this may sound, she says she believes that she's grieving the idea he had about her a lot more than just himself. Her dad saw her as interesting, capable, witty, smart, and high spirited. And she mentioned how she always struggled to see herself in the way that her dad sees her. And it's not selfish, it's raw, it's real. I don't think many of us take the time to realize this, but when we lose a person that we love, not only do we physically lose that person, but a part of ourselves goes along with them. And that's the part that they loved about us. And I just relate to this part so much because recently I went on a trip with both of my parents to Taiwan, and I started to really beat up on myself about a relationship, about certain things that I felt like I needed to change in my life and I simply couldn't, in the way that I really viewed myself. And I remember during the trip, I ended up making my mom cry because she looked over at me and said, "Son, I wish you could view yourself as the amazing, beautiful, handsome boy that I see you as." And ever since that moment, I realized and I told myself that I will work harder to see myself in a positive light. There is a quote that I read recently that truly started to resonate with me, and it discussed what if we decide to nurture and nourish ourselves into the best version of who we are instead of tearing ourselves apart in pursuit of who we think we should be. There are parts of you that already make you enough, that already make you amazing, that already makes you special, that already makes you lovable. You are not doing yourself any justice when you are hypercritical about yourself. If you seek to beat up yourself after every mistake that you make or for not being in the places that your mind convinced you should be, then you are leaving yourself stagnant. And it's not your fault and it's not easy. This world has taught us to judge and compare. But if you actively want change to happen in your own life, you have to start speaking positivity over yourself. Positive reinforcement goes a lot further than self criticism. And it doesn't look like you're not aware of the things that you need to change in your life. It is simply seeking to speak positivity over yourself until you get there instead of trying to beat yourself up because this world already does that enough. Saying I'm trying goes a lot further than saying I suck.